Hello? It's me, I'm live. I feel like a tiny bit sick, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut the stream short today. Again. But hey! How's everyone doing today? I woke up and I was like, I almost went back to bed. Then I realized it was Tuesday. Two streams in one day, so fucking great. Really? Last stream I did was on Sunday. Although it was kind of late. Then I didn't stream yesterday. How long have you been awake? Let's see. Open this up, put the window over here. All over here. Sunday stream was this morning for me? Really? Because that stream was... It's 2 a.m. so I still count it as Monday. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Actually, fair enough.
Cool! Looking cool, Joker!
Reg. Hey, fun time. Hmm. I'm not entirely all here. I did mention I was a tiny bit sick. But it's not like I'm, you know... sick. Just a very small, tiny... what's it called? Bit nauseous. Hmm. Apparently there's like a new feature. on Twitch. Apparently, uh, I guess now you can knock on people's streams. I don't know how I feel about this feature. Me too, but in my case, I'm in a Vegas hotel room making very good choices with money. What are you doing? What are you doing? Making bad choices, you say. You saw the sphere? What was on it? Or rather, I should probably ask, what was on it this time? You saw Area 51? Oh, 15. I see. Exhausting, the show was really good. There was a show on the sphere? Wait, how does that work? Never been to Vegas. Not even sure if I hope to go one day. Postcard to Earth. What's it about? Sounds something to do with space. Would I be correct in assuming this? That's a lot of fish. And that's your 10 sanctioned, no cooldown fishings. Every other fish that you do, you'll have to type exclamation mark fish and have a 2-minute cooldown. That's how I set up. Yeah, it's about how humidities are destroying Earth? You mean humanity? However, it's only insanely cool because the sphere comprised of an insane amount of LCD screens. You feel like you're an alien spaceship with your seat shake. It sounds cool. Feels like it'd be worth experiencing the sphere like once in your life. Okay, I'm using voice to text. Pretty flawed voice to text. So much fishing. Hey, Bits. Never had a movie where my seat shake before. Shh, I'm not here. Okay. I need to get to look at that thing you sent me. Oh, unlucky. I didn't even get to look at it. You have to turn your head all the way to see the whole thing. It's like you were actually flying over the cities. It actually sounds like a cool experience. Unlucky. Hey, Fent. So I figured out the strategy for not forgetting to turn off the fishing thing. Or turning on the fishing thing. It's just leave it on. I guess it's just another thing running in the background, bloating my CPU. Not a big deal, I guess. How did you accidentally inhale a bubble? How's that something you accidentally do? I'm not sure if I should be impressed. Inhaled a bubble. Next question. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Holy shit, Bury the Light? It sure fucking is. Yeah, I'll crank it up. I love this song. Here it comes. Awaken, awaken. Is there a nightmare? So, did you know Pringles now makes these big stack cans? They're like taller, and there's like more Pringles in them. Have you guys seen them? The Pringles can, and it's got a big stack for sharing. Yeah. There are no Pringles left, basically, in this. Ow. I'm not, I guess so. It's taller. You're still not fitting your hand in this. No fucking way. If I can't fit my hand in this Pringles can, I don't think anyone can. Yeah, I usually like tip the can and then pull some out. Okay, I can't hear myself think of a bird of light. Need to mutilate my hand and the can to jam it in there. Yeah, so I can't tell if the cans are smaller or if my hands got bigger, because I remember when I put in my hands into the entire can, it was when I was younger. So did I shrink it? Or did I just become an adult? The second question is, did both of these things happen? Did they also make it smaller so they could make the chips smaller and hope that no one would notice that they were actually giving us less? Don't you love shrinkflation? You think the Pringles cans have been the same size this entire time? I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Did the Pringles can shrink? The chips and cans were shrunk down in 2016 after manufacturing was moved from the USA to Malaysia. Oh my god, they actually shrunk. Oh my god, I've been losing my mind over this for so long. It means my water bottle shrunk too? Maybe. Welcome to shrinkflation, baby. Where the stuff we buy gets smaller but get more expensive. You know, I think the worst thing when it comes to inflation has got to be the fact that they raise the prices, inflation settles, prices go, like, you know, overall, interest rates go down and everything, but the prices of the products you paid for do not go back down, because you are now accustomed to it. And does your pay reflect that? No. I used to shove my bottles of waters into the cans, and I can still do that. Now, this did happen in 2016. Which was like 8 years ago. If my math is correct, it was 8 years ago. Should be correct. Pretty sure it's correct. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm correct. So you were shoving bottles of water into cans. Why, though? Cause bored and small kid? You know what? Fair. Boom boom. Boom boom boom. Boom boom boom. Ta 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 ta. I still put bottles into the empty cans. Now they're beer bottles. Why? Wait, what's your reason now? Is it just because you have it's a habit from when you were younger? Is it just a habit now? Like, do you put, is it empty bottles or bottles that still have stuff in them? Because if it's just that for, like, saving space, it's actually not a bad habit to have. Not gonna lie. So, you know, if you have a Pringles can and you have recyclables that you can put inside the Pringles can, then doesn't that mean that you still have the same footprint as just a regular Pringles can? Boom, boom, boom. Why do I have a random DM? Alright. Alt tabs from Discord so I don't actually see it. You know, I'm thinking about that. What if the Pringles can's shrinking? What if the bottles were always able to fit? And even though they shrunk it, the bottles still fit. It's just slightly more snug. What if your bottles didn't shrink at all? Something to think about. If I put them in opposite of each other, I could put two of them. The way two bottles only take the space of one Pringle can. Dude, nice. Hey, Strange Dragon. How you doing? Hey, Fire. How are you doing? Black Myth Wukong comes out in 1 hour and 30 minutes, so good. Dude, it sure does. Also, I tried out Stormgate. I don't like it. Yeah, it just doesn't feel good to play. I don't know why. Just does not feel good to play. Aesthetically, don't really like it that much either. I did try it though. I gave it a good old try. I did a couple of missions. I tried it co-op. A horde race. I was expecting like a Zerg analog, and it's just demons, and that's not fun. I want, like, Zerg. Or like, you know, the predecessor to Zerg. Something Tyranid adjacent. You know, that's what I want out of my RTSs. But instead I got whatever that was, and that felt like weird. Strangely enough, it felt more like Warcraft 3 than it did StarCraft. And I didn't like that. Went in expecting StarCraft and received Warcraft. Bit jarring. It's fine to find a good Zerg race in RTS. Yeah. I mean, if you play Dawn of War, you could literally just have orcs or fucking Tyranids. Those are our horde races. Does it have a hot lady? Okay, orcs do not have a hot lady. Tyranids, potentially. There can potentially be a sexy Tyranid. But mostly because they stole... Because, you know, the Tyranid have what you call gene stealers. So... it's entirely possible. Kind of like squid. You know, you're gonna. I'm gonna say it. I want to talk about it again. I think that okay. We need orc games again. War orc games, please, Warhammer. You don't give enough love to your green boys. I will keep saying this. The green boys don't get enough love. They don't get any video games. Why is it always Marines? Fuck. I'm so sick of the Smurfs. I'm so fucking sick of the Smurfs. It's always Ultramarine. Always Ultramarine. Why is it always Ultramarines? Pick a different chapter at least. Come on, man. Why don't they? Why don't they just pick a different chapter? There's so many to choose from. Why is it always Ultramarines? Planning on getting any new games? Are there any new games that are coming out that I'm interested in? I'm not sure if there's anything I'm actually interested in that's coming out. I can't think of anything. Infinite Nikki? What's an Infinite Nikki? I mean, I might play Space Marine 2. Thinking about it. High chance I actually do play it, but that game's expensive. You gonna play the shit out of Space Marine 2? Hell yeah, man. Genuinely, hell yeah. It is like, what's it called? A game I'm relatively into. Rather, the franchise is something I'm relatively into. Especially about the 300-year pre-order. Jesus Christ, dude. Holy shit. That's a big pre-order. Be a shame if the game sucks. Actually be a shame if the game sucks. From what I've seen of it, it looks actually decent. Luckily. Wukong Black Ops Zombies. Wukong Black Ops Infinite Nikki are games. What the fuck is an Infinite Nikki? Okay, let me look this up. Infinity Nikki. Open world dress up adventure. Okay. Interesting. Is this a PlayStation exclusive? No, it's coming to PC. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Epics? Oh, fuck that. Why'd my tracking die? Hello? Why did it disconnect? That's so weird. God, I'm not here. I need to put some video on. Okay. Music off. I'm putting a video on, cause my brain's not working. It's... Yeah. That's a bacon. Good old faithful dancing bacons. Oh, they're all meat. Is that duck jerky? That's crazy. Duck jerky. Now you're gonna get hungry? Well, it is one of my streams. You're probably gonna get hungry. Duck jerky sound like it'd be really leathery. You never know. Could be good. Could be good. I'd try it. You know, I still find it funny that Australia is the only country to eat both animals on our coat of arms. Nathaniel Rose jerky from San Luis Obispo rumored all jerky from... Is that because it's a really good jerky? Yeah, kangaroo meat is like... it's okay. Really good? Okay. That's fair enough for me, dude. Yeah, my friends could only get jerky. Bringing kangaroo meat wasn't an option. Yeah, no fucking shit. Not allowed to bring produce like that over a country, over fucking ocean lines. Like, that's not something you should do. You've had croc jerky once and it was terrible. That's a shame. I still want to try crocodile. I hear it tastes good. Generally heard that crocodile tastes good. You know, I've always wondered about mangosteen. What is it? Because it ain't mango. I know that much. Squid. You know, I actually like dried fish. Squid jerky, fish jerky, cuttlefish jerky. All of those types of jerkies, they're Asian style jerkies. Might just been the brand, but there was way too much seasoning. It was absurdly leathery. Ah. Not big on squid or octopus or anything like that. There's like a chewiness to it that I don't really like. I like it fried. Like, weirdly enough, I like it fried. Fried octopus, fried squid. Tastes fine fried. I feel like that's cheat code. Fry anything and it improves it. Even stuff I don't like is improved fried. Cognac. What? What are they supposed to be? They're made of cognac. Hot and mouth-numbing sauce. Made from cognac. Why? 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 I like just fish. A corn sausage. What? Such strange snacks. Okay, why? Okay, you know what? I guess that's fine. Eat it. What's it taste like? Why did you get a knife and fork? Why did you get a knife and fork? It tastes like corn soup. Oh. I guess I'd like it, but why? It's corn soup. If you've had corn soup or corn pottage. You know, what's the point of putting this skewer here? That does cat treat stuff? No, that's not a cat treat. Oh, okay. Taiwanese sausage. Now, is this a fake grilled chicken breast? $10-month shelf life is pretty good. Okay. Why is it shaped like a fish? Why is he cutting it? Hey, Marcus. That looks so sad. That's such a sad meal. That is probably, like, pretty tough chicken. Yeah, I figured. You're kind of dry. Ready to eat straight from the packet? That I feel like that's how you would eat it. The heck, man. Just, yep. These are such, like, strange and very novel snacks. Like... Hello, Nanami. Love me a drumstick in a bag, right? Like... It's so, like... I've got no vocabulary now, for some reason. But it's such a novel idea. Very strange. Is that a giant fucking Toblerone? Mysterious videos expert can't explain. Oh my god. Fucker could eat rubber bands and say it's interesting and tasty. Why is Lego so expensive?
Is stealing $1,500 worth of Lego, according to the store's owner. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. In the past decade, there have been a slew of Lego thefts, including one totaling about $300,000. But why are thieves around the world targeting a toy? Well, one reason might be that the most expensive Lego sets cost more than an iPhone 15. That's why this guy was trying really hard to reach the top shelf.
These went from around $120 to
Lego
overnight
black market.
selling on eBay for several $1,000s. My friends and family don't actually know about this room. I think they'd probably be quite shocked if I ever opened the door and they saw the Lego that was in here.
But it wasn't always like this. In 2006, Lego's most expensive set was $270. So how did we get here? How did Lego go from a children's toy to a collector's item? And why is it so expensive?
Can I just say, I swear collectors make everything that was normally cheap fucking expensive because the market goes, oh, there's these idiots over here that will pay fucking thousands for this shit. Posted some short clips inside of the sphere. It's a giant liminal space almost with refreshments before the show they let you explore for 45 minutes. Oh, okay.
Today, LEGO is the world's largest toy company.
Everything is awesome.
But its story didn't start with plastic bricks. It started with wood. While LEGO found success with wooden toys, the company's first major turning point came in 1949, when its founder took a gamble and started manufacturing plastic bricks. Plastic toys were cutting-edge
I used to have this
technology at the time,
huge bucket
but LEGO wasn't the first
filled
to
with
pursue this
Lego.
idea.
And I used
Here
to
are
build
two
random
patents
stuff
by a
all
company
the
called
time.
Kittycraft from 1939 and 1945.
And I had
And well,
Connects. And I used
you
to
can
build
decide how much
contraptions because Connects had,
inspiration LEGO took. Plastic
You
bricks
know,
didn't
overall, I
stick
think
right
Connects
away.
as like a building
LEGO had to
toy
stick with
is
the
better than
times and
Lego.
innovate to pull kids away from wooden and metal toys. And to understand the price of LEGO today, we have to rewind to its very first set. It was just a box of bricks without instructions. Some of the earliest gift sets cost 25 Danish krone, about $60 today. But
Wow.
in 1955, LEGO released the Town Plan, a simple version of the sets we have
You know how
today.
much that would be
Kids
worth?
built buildings and combined them to
You know-
create little LEGO cities.
You know how much
With
this would be
release,
worth
LEGO
nowadays?
solidified what it called the system in play. Its guiding philosophy would be that every brick should fit together and stand the test of time, allowing kids of all ages to build in unlimited ways.
The
I
oldest
can't
Lego
not
sets.
mention
Holy
the
shit.
reasonably priced line. Then in 1958, LEGO perfected its bricks with the stud and tube method, an interlocking design that enabled large yet stable builds. LEGO uses that design for its bricks to this
I like
day.
how she said large and
Lego
stable builds,
brilliant.
and then they proceeded to
That
build
design
the bricks in a non-stable. Do you see this? Does this trigger you? The way they laid out the bricks here. Does this bother you? She said stable. The fuck do you mean you didn't interlace them? You know everything they fucking
Large yet stable builds.
everything they teach you
LEGO uses
about
that design for its
bricklaying.
bricks to this day.
Lego is brilliant. Pieces that were built from the beginning of Lego interact with pieces that were built today.
With just a few exceptions.
Do you know about brown? There were some brown bricks that were made like during a certain period of Lego that were more delicate than others, and like if you try to build with some of those bricks today, they're a little brittle. But 99.9% of all Lego that has ever been made is designed to stand the test of time and is awesome.
By the 1960s,
Is that why
plastic
brown
bricks
Lego's so
were a hit,
rare?
and LEGO made them its full focus. But at the time, LEGO's products were still pretty simple. Aside from reinventing the wheel in 1962, its builds were blocky and predominantly used the classic rectangular brick. LEGO's second major turning point came in the 1970s, when it started to release more creative sets, like the
God, they're still making
1978
more.
Space Cruiser.
Why is
It
typing
had
so hard?
170 pieces and
It's not that
cost
hard.
$10, or about
Stop
$48
making poop
today.
plugs.
LEGO referred to these themed sets as the system within the system. They added new pieces that expanded the LEGO palette, like colored transparent parts and thrusters. For builders like Dave, these pieces expanded the possibilities of LEGO.
It's really fun to have other options because it's not like drawing where you have unlimited possibilities. Like your limitations are the brick that
Man.
exists. So every time a new piece,
I ain't
or a
gonna
new
be
color
like
gets added, it's
fucking
exciting.
some people be like, "Hey,
So builds that I
grown
built,
ass
like,
man playing
years
with Legos."
ago,
I'm like,
I would
nah, I'm
build
jealous.
totally
I wish I
different.
had
Now
that that many
there's an
Legos.
expanded palette of what's available to build with.
Throughout the 70s, LEGO transformed from a toy into a creative medium. releasing dozens of new parts, sets, and even debuting the iconic minifigure. The company experienced huge success and worldwide growth in the 1980s.
Hour after hour, day after day, year after year.
People were
Lego
typing
came.
fast for typewriters
There's no
with
end to
optimized
Lego.
keyboards, so they made them unoptimized to
But
slow
much
people
like
down. They
those
did. They
brown
actually
bricks,
did. That's actually a thing.
cracks were starting to show.
The reason
By
they
the
slowed
late
them down was
1990s,
because,
sales slumped, and the company was losing money for the first time ever.
what
Lego
am I
had
saying?
grown rapidly
Because it was
and
breaking
sales
the typewriters.
had been
Not a
investing
limitation we
heavily
have
in
today,
parks, media
but it is a
properties, and
style of
merchandise.
typing that has been passed on since
Meanwhile,
then, and
sales
it's
for
just
its
stuck.
original focus, the brick, were slipping. Lego
QWERTY
released
keyboards
sets
are
that
just here to
required
stay.
Less building, ignoring what fans loved about the toy. Take the Galador theme, which barely resembles a Lego product.
Every dimension needs a hero. Every hero needs a special power.
What am I looking at?
In Galador, it's glinching.
Glinching was not going to save Lego.
Excuse
Sets
me?
like those had one-off pieces that didn't fit into the Lego system. They cost more to manufacture and were less profitable. An executive would later say, "We had actually seen a decline in profitability, yet we continued to invest as if the company were growing very strongly. We failed to realize that we were..."
I will
on a
never
slippery
forgive them for killing off
The company's
Bionicles.
annual report described 2003 as a
I will
very
never forgive
successful
them.
year for Lego Company.
Bionicles are the best thing to
Executives
come
were
from
also
Lego.
concerned that physical toys might not keep up with the
And then they tried to
exploding
bring them back and
demand.
ruined them. I'm like, excuse me?
One of the few things that kept Lego afloat was Bionicle, the company's
Yeah,
best seller
Bionicle!
for 4 years straight. Another bright spot was its licensed Star Wars set, first released in 1999.
Bionicles is like
These ranged in
actually
price
great.
from $6 to $90, and they flew off the shelves. Licensed sets would become hugely important for Lego, but more on
English
that
is an
later.
awful language.
Outside the company,
Even for English
something
speakers.
unexpected was growing, all on its own.
Oh god, Lego Architect series.
It turned out that kids weren't the only ones who thought Lego was fun.
Even in college, I was like, my friends were like going out to the bars, and I was like, well, but I could buy some more Lego with that money.
Dave is what some people refer to as an AFOL.
Adult fan of Lego, which I don't know.
Shut up!
I mean, it's
Shut up! You named yourselves AFOL. What the fuck did...
a term that we use.
This
somewhat
is not real.
invariably, but you know, it's also a little cheeky.
Well, that's the thing, though. If people weren't so expensive, then would people be more people buying? Yes. Yes. But they're expensive because people are actually buying.
His skill and passion for Lego earned him a spot on the TV series Lego Masters, which millions of viewers watch weekly for its competitions between adults.
I'm like a super fan. I watch like the international versions too. I love it.
But the hobby looked a lot different when Dave first started building.
I think the Technic
Before the 2000s, even
series is
Lego's
probably
most
the best
complex
ones.
sets had young age recommendations, like 9 and up or 11 to 16. But that didn't deter creative people like Dave from getting into the hobby.
This is like 40 years of collecting Lego. It's almost embarrassing to think about how much the dollar value is of this Lego. If I buy a set, I'm taking that apart. I'm building it once to like learn the techniques, but then I'm taking that set apart and integrating that into this collection so that I can use the pieces for my own ideas.
Fair
By
enough.
the 1990s, there was a growing group of passionate fans like Dave, who had either played with Lego as a kid
You know,
or
there
discovered
is
it in
one
adulthood
hobby
as a
that
creative
I'm
outlet.
glad I don't have the space for,
They were spending a lot on
or the
Lego.
money for.
For enthusiasts, having a room
And
or
that's,
an entire
train
basement
sets.
dedicated to Lego
And collecting
is a common
trains.
practice.
I would collect miniature
Everybody has a
trains.
different system that works for them. It's in here somewhere. You just have to find it. The system's always changing.
Just building a
favorite
nice little
containers
train
right
set,
here.
I would love that.
I sold those 3 goats recently. got croissants and bottles and eggs, chicken legs. So this is a whole container that just has minifigure hair. Maybe this is a little morbid, but you could have a whole container of just minifigure heads.
Okay, dude.
Definitely more than 100,000 bricks in this room. It's probably somewhere between 100,000 and 500,000 just individual Lego elements in this room, but like some of them are really small. I mean, there's probably 10,000 pieces right here.
Dave estimates his collection is worth about
Are train models
$50,000.
market in crisis right now?
There's lots of ways to have
Really?
a collection to build.
Hobby must be dying.
It might be a collection of vacations that you've taken over time, and this is a collection of memories and builds and pieces from many, many, many years of doing this. I love it because it's a way to tell stories. I can talk about or think about like things that have been happening in my life or things that are happening in the world or tell imaginary stories. I was like, younger, building by myself in my apartment. It's a very solitary thing, building Lego. You're usually by yourself or maybe with a sibling or a family member. It really
You know what I really enjoyed working with when I was younger?
Different ways to be
clay.
Lego.
In the 1990s, the passion of builders like Dave was quietly growing.
Fair enough. That sucks. That means that if I ever wanted to get into it, it would be really expensive. That's what it means when hobbies die.
I'm at the center of the web.
High-tech illusion, fantasy.
Somebody can hardly turn the computer on. It's all a bit worrying.
Ah.
When the internet started to
Like,
catch
if there's
on,
anything I'll ever
people
pick
like
back
me who
up,
had been
I think
building
I'd pick
discovered
up
that there were other
sculpting.
people like me. And it was great to be able to connect, to see that other people were building. It wasn't just like building in solitude. And that's really, I think, when Lego started to become something else and not just a kid's toy.
But Lego didn't always accept or understand its adult fans. One former executive said that decades ago, Lego saw fans like Dave as a source of irritation. Another said Lego didn't think their adult fans had value.
Oh, wow, that's
One
so
of Lego's
short-sighted.
former CEO said, "We kept thinking that much more should be done for the adult. Most people on the management team thought we should concentrate on children instead."
Nah.
For a long time, up until the
Kids only stay kids for so long. It is not a sustainable market strategy. Yeah, sure, people keep making kids, but like, what if you marketed to everyone? Holy shit!
the 1990s, being a fan of something was not seen in a positive light. Like, why are you wasting your time playing with Legos? And so I can totally see why a company in the 1990s.
That's why Cartoon Network is
would
dead
really
now,
wanna
yeah.
Reject that.
But the AFOL
Exact. Kids don't have money.
was
Parents
not
have
easily
money.
stopped.
Why not skip the
It
kids
was
and
growing
fucking
not just
target the
online,
parents?
but in person.
People from all over the world would come together to be part of a convention.
In the early 2000s, conventions helped fans connect and build a strong community. It was also great marketing for Lego.
God, I
because
swear.
enthusiasts would display giant creations. Like this 8-foot-wide Lord of the Rings build that took 11 years to construct.
What?
I don't know how much it cost. It was definitely in the thousands. Like for me now, I'm done buying Lego. I feel like I have enough here.
I've been playing with it since I was a kid. I got my first set when I was 4 or 5. Good portion of the apartment is filled
Is it
with
a theme
Lego.
park now?
When we buy a house, we'll very quickly have a Lego basement.
Yo, that Mario movie slapped. I liked the Mario movie a lot.
Lasting fandoms come from the community. They tend to be grassroots or ground up kind of fandoms. That sort of creative transformation coheres a fan community, I think, stronger than if a media corporation or a toy company says, here's the way I want you to be a fan.
But remember this set?
Yeah.
I bought 2, I sold 1, and I think I'll hold this one for a while and see where I get to.
One huge aspect of the hobby driven by the community is the resale market.
Oh yeah.
LEGO retires its sets every few years. After that, if you want to buy it or need a specific piece,
Scalpers.
your only option is to buy secondhand. Because of this artificial scarcity, some sets skyrocket in value, and savvy buyers view LEGO as an investment.
So this is my Lego storage room. I'd say there'd be over 600 to 700 of them stored inside this room. My kids aren't allowed in here. Probably could be stored better, but I have an air vent for ventilation and store a lot of them in cardboard boxes to keep the boxes in good condition. I know the retail value of the sets I've purchased is over $50,000. Secondary market value, I would suspect,
Or an
is
Aussie.
a lot more than that. Some of the sets alone are worth 3 to 4 times what the retail price was. I keep this nicely locked away. It is not a set to play with.
Justine says she collects LEGO not with
Skylanders?
the intention of reselling, but because she wants to build each one.
Just have to get it out. It's a big one.
However, knowing many sets increase in value gives her some pause in cracking open the box.
So I don't really have a strategy or approach to buying Lego. I buy what I like. Unfortunately, I like a lot. On occasion, I have bought a set twice because I've forgotten that I purchased it.
Is that a Simpsons
There is
fucking
one
set?
minifigure alone
Okay.
within that set, Harley Quinn, that is worth $400, and the set itself is worth $1,200. So I'd love to build it, but at the same time, it's really hard to say I'll go, spend $400 overnight while building that set and reducing its value. My ratio of built Lego to Lego in box is probably a little out of whack.
Prices on the
man, I'm, like,
second-hand market can be eye-watering.
A bit eepy.
Like a mini
Even though
figure
I've had sleep,
like this
full sleep.
could go for like $200 because it's a very rare minifigure that only appeared in one set ever.
But not everything multiplies in value. And this massive network of spare parts is what empowers builders like Dave.
I probably ordered like 2,000 lightsaber rods just to make this floor. It doesn't even look like Lego anymore. I'm putting them
What the
on
fuck?
their ends and putting them all so close together that they make that hexagonal tile.
In the early 2000s,
What?
LEGO's fans were innovating more than the company was. And in order to survive, it needed to embrace AFOLs. LEGO recognized it was pursuing a losing strategy while ignoring a key customer base. To turn the tide, it cut costs, sold the theme parks, and refocused on its core business of building with bricks. And it was time to finally consider adults. In 2004, LEGO, now under a new CEO, planned to fundamentally change the way it did business. Over the next few years, it sought to improve its products by developing what it referred to as grassroots collaboration
Nice.
with its adult fans. In addition to making sets more profitable, LEGO needed to recapture customer excitement. And who better to ask for help than its most passionate fans? In its 2006 annual report, LEGO said it obtains inspiration from the many independent homepages and clubs for LEGO enthusiasts all over the world. In 2007, LEGO released a $500 Millennium Falcon with over 5,000 pieces, recommended for ages 16 and up. This marked
Here we
a
go.
jump in set complexity, price, and target demographic. To put this change into perspective, the 1999 Star Wars pod race set
Here we go.
cost $90, had 896 pieces, and listed an age range of 8 to 12.
They've also hired people like me who were Lego builders to work for them. The things that we kind of pioneered are now being pioneered by the people who work at Lego. So it's much more exciting because the techniques in Lego sets have become more advanced. And you learn more when building a Lego set than when you did when you were a kid and the sets were simpler.
When fans are running the thing that they're a fan of, they can expand it in ways that they know other people will enjoy.
This is the start of the company's third turning point, getting kids and adults excited about LEGO. To achieve this, LEGO released bigger, more interesting sets and expanded its licensed
Architect
products.
series.
Brand tie-ins in LEGO sets work phenomenally to get people interested in purchasing the set. People that are fans of that particular brand might purchase the LEGO set that wouldn't normally buy Legos.
This strategy coincided with an explosion of pop culture fandoms and a growth of what's referred to as the kidult industry.
Kidult industries
that's so
are
cursed.
industries that produce products that we would associate with children, but aimed at an adult market. And it's become a huge area of business.
LEGO released its first 18-plus set in 2020. And since then, the
What does an
company has
18 plus
released
set
dozens
imply?
of products each year, clearly targeting adults. Some of these sets, like the Star Wars AT-AT, are complex, with thousands of pieces and a price tag.
She did not just call it an AT-AT. She did not just call it an AT-AT.
To match. Others feature themes like dried flowers that try to appeal to older builders. These sets are also perfect to display once you've built them.
Oh my god,
I
Infinity
display my
Gauntlet!
Doctor Who Legos because I want people to know that that's an important part about who I am, and I'm proud of that. Previously nerdy things and hobbies and fandoms are absolutely a part of mainstream popular culture today.
No way.
Now, LEGO's website even says adults welcome.
Wow!
This strategy allows LEGO to cater to a customer base and a price point.
I like
couldn't reach
browsing
if it
LEGO
only
shops.
Focused on kids.
I personally don't set myself a budget for Lego because if I did, I'd just blow it.
LEGO also acquired Bricklink, the largest LEGO resale marketplace, in 2019. At the time, LEGO's CEO said, "Our adult fans are extremely important to us. We have worked closely with the community for many years and look forward to deepening our collaboration."
Dude.
We've seen just how much money that sort of thing makes. That gives it seriousness. But I think also because we've just kind of normalized weirdness in a way that makes me really happy.
I really never cared what the age was on the Lego set because I was like, I want the pieces. I just want the pieces to build. But it's good messaging, I think, from Lego to say, like, this isn't just a kid's toy, this is for adults too. And for me, it didn't matter, but I think for a lot of people, it is welcoming.
And LEGO's plan to save the company worked. 2 decades later, the company boasts nearly 10 times the revenue. But amid this success, profits weren't the only number going up. Walking down the toy aisle and seeing LEGO sets priced at hundreds of dollars can be alarming. But is LEGO actually more expensive than 10 or 20 years ago? To answer this question, let's look at price per piece. That's the price of a set divided
PPS.
by how many pieces are included. It's not a perfect measurement, and it doesn't include minifigures, but think of it as a broad look at the value of a set. Remember that 2007 Millennium Falcon? That had a price per piece of 10 cents. A decade later, LEGO released a new Millennium Falcon with over 7,500 pieces for $850 and a price per piece of 11 cents. That's just 1 cent higher. And adjusted for inflation, it's actually 1 cent lower. Some set themes are more expensive than others, but the price per piece has remained surprisingly stable over the past 20 years. Ironically, some of the worst value sets are ones designed for young
It's like
children.
building any model, like your nerd
Duplo.
obsession with Gundam? Yeah, fair enough.
This set has a price per piece of $1.30. So why are sets more expensive? They're much more complex.
You're comfy in bed, Dip.
This chart shows an increase in average set prices since 2014.
I don't think I have much
But
more
it
in me.
aligns with an increase in average
Maybe like
pieces
another
per
30
set
minutes
since the
tops.
same year.
Sorry
They
for the
could
shorter
do a
streams
Millennium
recently.
Falcon for $30, and it wouldn't look as good, and it wouldn't be as big. But they know that they can do this big one because there is a market for it.
So if you're walking through Target seeing high prices,
Target!
and thinking that Lego is expensive, you're not entirely wrong. Since 2020, Lego has released significantly more sets that cost over $300. But it's also releasing more sets overall. About twice as many annually as it did in 2008, and about 4 times the amount it released in the 1990s.
You can
The amount of
have
Lego we
unlimited
find in the
pieces, but
ocean,
it's
dude.
also fun to like just build with what you have. And sometimes the limit of what you have is more
Yummy, yummy
challenging than building
microplastics.
with unlimited pieces. Once in a while, I'll be working on something. I'll be like, well, is it worth it for me to go buy more of this, or can I find another solution for it with what I have so that I don't have to buy more of something? That's really what Lego is about, is creative problem solving, is like, can I solve it this way? Is there another way to solve it? Or is there a third way that I haven't even thought about yet?
Going all in on the brick helped Lego beat the one-hit wonder problem many toy companies have. But it also created an ecosystem and a creative medium. that
You know
endured
what?
nearly 70 years
The
of
Lego
competition
games
and
actually
shifting
fucking
pop
go
culture.
hard. Lego's
My
kind of
mom
here to
tells me
stay.
that she got me my first
Honestly.
Lego set when I was 4 years old. I don't think I could have predicted where Lego would go.
I had a great time with the Lego
Love Lego
DC
because
Supervillains
I feel the
super video
nostalgia
game.
from
That
when
was
I
fun.
a kid. You know, it brings me back to those moments of sitting on the rug, building that set, being young and enjoying that. And I like the way that it connects generations, that adults can play with the same toy with their kids that they played with when they were a kid.
It's continually new, and it's continually refreshing, and that's in its DNA. I don't think we're ever going to see a fandom for Lego die in the way that we might for a media text, which waxes and wanes over time.
My hope for the future is that it will continue to be more accessible to people, whether that's through having representation of different people in their sets, or price. I think price is a block. for a lot
Okay,
of
I've
people.
yawned like so many
How
times.
can we
Holy
make
shit.
it an entry point that is accessible to everyone? I would hope that like people
Well, hang on.
who watch this.
Oh, that looks good.
I would hope that like people who watch this think when they look at Lego and then they look at this, they're like, oh, you have to have that much Lego to be an amazing Lego builder. It's not really about that. The coolest techniques I've come up with, or that I've seen other people use, are when they have constraints. It's not really about like how much you have.
Constraints
It's about
are
ingenuity. It's about
good.
trying to find
Like,
different
there's
ways to
actually,
solve
he's actually
problems.
onto
So
something
I
here, because
wouldn't
you find
ever be
creative ways
intimidated
to
by seeing
get
something
what you
huge.
need with the
It's okay to just
the
put a
things you
couple
currently
pieces
have.
together and have it be something amazing.
Fair enough. Okay, holy shit, this is probably gonna be a really short stream. I am so bleh today. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it. Sorry for this short stream. I'll be back tomorrow for sure. For sure, I'll be back tomorrow. The day after. You know, see my schedule, etc. Short stream though. I don't feel great. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me as usual. I appreciate you all. Bye.